Hello everyone, this is Bashar Hanna from Braidwood High School. Once again, we are meeting Mrs. Penny Evans, our career advisor, to talk about something really important today, which is early admission to university. So, hi Penny, it's nice to have you with us again.
Hi, Bashar. Thank you very much for inviting me back, for inviting me in today.
Okay, Penny, what does early admission to university mean, and when does it usually happen? And what does it mean that students, when they get early offer to enter university?
There's a lot of the students around this time of year. There's a lot of talk about like early admission, early entries. What does it mean, Miss? What is it? We've heard our friends talk about it. I'm actually running some workshops for the students. I'm having universities come in. Early admission, early entry to uni. Some universities run early entry, and early entry means that the student gets notified of a placement, of a university placement before they actually sit for their HSC. Some of these offers are conditional, which means that we'll give you the placing, but we'll just wait and see how you go for your HSC. We'd like to know what your ATAR will be. So that's a conditional offer that students get. Other students will get what they call an unconditional offer, which means that based on your application, we'd like to grant you an unconditional offer for, this course with our university. And what that means is that the students are in. They're in. They've made it into university even before they have sat for their HSC. The only condition being is that they can't not turn up for their HSC examinations. They have to make an attempt for their HSC, but all in all, they're in, and that's one of the best offers that students get. Now, not all universities offer early entry or an entry other than just solely based on the ATAR for when the results come out, and then changing your preferences the traditional way. The universities that we usually deal with and give out very generous early offers are the Macquarie University is one, and it's called their Leaders and Achievers entry scheme. And what this is that they look at the students' Year 11 results. So it's based on their Year 11 performance and how they went in Year 11. That's a very popular one, and that usually results in an unconditional offer, which means that there's no conditions attached to this offer you're in. And they get that offer way before their HSC. Other universities that offer early entry are the Australian Catholic University, ACU Guarantee it's called. Other universities are the University of Wollongong. They have early admission. Who else has early admission? The University of Notre Dame. That is a very popular university that our students apply and receive unconditional offers. Or partially conditional, depending. See, a lot of the universities have got different ways of admission. So, Western Sydney, for example, it's called the HSC True Reward Scheme, and that's based on Year 11 performance. They're basically the ones that offer early entry, like early in the year. Some others come under the School Recommendation Scheme, the SRS. And the School Recommendation Scheme is that we will support the applications. So students apply for a certain course. Of course, there's conditions. Every university and every course has got its own little conditions, but overall it's just so that we can just clarify what it is. It's that students apply for a course, and the course that they have applied for is supported by the school. So that's the name, the school recommendation scheme, where the school recommends a student to do this course. If the school feels that this student is a good candidate for this course, then that student will have the school support and the school will recommend. That's a school recommendation scheme. The University of Sydney is one of the more popular ones. It's called E12. That's part of their SRS. That's part of the SRS program, but the condition of this rests on your address, where you live. If you live in an area that is in a very low socioeconomic deemed area by the Australian Bureau of Statistics, then you'll be eligible to apply for the USYD E12, which is the name they put on their SRS, School Recommendation Scheme. UTS also takes part in the school recommendation scheme. University of New South Wales. Now, there's a university that has a different approach. They're part of the school, a type of school recommendation scheme, but certain schools are selected based on their socioeconomic status. Our school has been granted to be part of the Gateway program, and the Gateway program allows our students to apply for courses where there are adjustment factors factored into the ATAR. So I guess that's another sort of early offer. But the early offer from UNSW and USYD and USYD, the offers are actually conditional. So even though you go through the SRS, even though the school recommends you and supports you through it, you need to, the offer that will be made, if you're accepted, will be conditional. So they're waiting to see what you'll get for the as an ATAR. The popular ones here at school have usually been the Macquarie Uni, Notre Dame and Western Sydney Uni. They're the ones, and ACU as well, and the Wollongong. They're the ones usually that sort of, release the pressure off kids, in that they get given offers before they actually sit for the HSC, which is a good thing. So that's a difference between, conditional and unconditional, what early offers are. I know it gets a little bit confusing for the audience, but the students get put through workshops. So they need to start thinking about right here, right now, what it is that they are planning to do. And again, as I said the other day, they've got to bring in not only their ability, but they've got to bring in their passion as well. And they've got to get into something that they want, because they'll be the ones that will be owning it. So whatever that is, again, early entry, ATAR entry, going through, that's for the university courses, going through TAFE, doing an apprenticeship, doing a traineeship. All these are different avenues that students can take. And in order for us to communicate and help students make that decision, they need to start, deciding where it is that they're heading. Because if I list, for example, 15 workshops coming up in term 2, and they haven't decided what it is that they want, or they haven't thought about where they're heading, well, then they'll probably miss out. They'll probably not turn up for all those 15 workshops, as compared to students that have a goal, are heading somewhere, want something. Again, all these, early entries and school recommendation schemes and ATARs and, university, TAFE, apprenticeship, traineeship. All of these things are just ways to get the student into what it is that there's a destination involved. And my passion as a careers advisor is to make sure that the destination of where the student is heading is what they are truly capable of doing, what they have a passion for, and what they themselves have chosen, because it's only that way that they'll take full responsibility for that, that pathway that they've taken after school. So, Bashar, I hope I've answered the questions. It does seem confusing, but because there's a lot to cover that caters for a lot of choices, there's a lot of pathways.
Thank you indeed, Benny, for the valuable information, and we wish that the children and their families will get the maximum benefit out of this information. Thank you.